Okay, I'm probably going to be repetitive here because this is off the cuff. And I want you to understand what a gratuity is. I think we've lost all sense of uh, decency in the sense that gratuities are being looked at as something other than what they're supposed to be, what they're supposed to represent. When you go into a restaurant, it's customary to tip the waitress because the waitress does not get paid a minimum wage. And she provides a service that the restaurant does not actually include in their labor. I mean that's evident because some waitresses they get paid $2.50, $3 an hour, but then when they make tips, the tips are above and beyond the minimum wage at the end of the day. But this being said, a gratuity is just that, a gratuity. It's a tip. It's something that you give because you felt that the service was excellent. It wasn't that the waitress did anything extra to earn that. The waitress just did her job, brought you the food, brought you your dessert, brought you your drinks, checked on you for the 45 minutes or an hour that you're going to be there, and then took your payment. At the time that you give your payment, or other more customary roles, you leave a couple bucks on the table. Okay, that is something that you leave because the waitress simply did her job. Okay, she didn't do anything extra. Again, to do to earn that. She already earned it. Okay, it's a gratuity. All right, now some of you have the idea that a gratuity is also a payment for some other service. Or you believe that it is a payment for services not yet rendered, or a prepayment. Okay, so if you give say a taxi driver $8 and then you pay him an $8 tip, okay, and you're thinking that that $8 is going to get you a ride somewhere down the line that you didn't have to pay for. Now, it may end up that way. It may be that way. Maybe the driver's saying, well, okay, he tipped me X amount of dollars, and you know what? It was equal to the amount of the ride, and he doesn't have the money to pay for it. So he can make that call, and he can say, okay, well, you've tipped well enough before. I think I can see my way into getting you a ride. However, in trying to get you to understand what a gratuity is not a payment for anything extra that the person did to provide you service. That's one. Number two, it is not a payment for any additional services or what they would call around here benefits. And it is not payment for future services rendered. Okay? It's not. All right? Now, as I said, a person receiving the tip may decide, okay, this person is a pretty good tipper. They don't have the money to get from point A to B. They need to get here Okay, so yeah, he may make the decision to give you a free ride because of your tips. However, reality, the driver is under no obligation to provide you a free service in lieu of your tips. A tip is a gratuity. A gratuity means free, which means the driver didn't do anything extra and does not expect to be doing anything extra or providing any other benefit. Which means that a driver simply did his job, picked you up, dropped you off, hopefully on time. Now, if I go and ask for a tip, okay, now I'm trying to tell you that I did something extra to earn that tip. I didn't. I didn't do anything extra. A tip is a tip. If I have to ask for a tip, I'm thinking that I'm not getting paid enough for the service. Well, if that's the case, then I need to raise my rates. Okay? I don't ask for gratuity. I don't ask for tips. Because the business that I get throughout the day is sufficient without tips. Now, they're nice to have, but I can get along without them. Now, look. Now, some of you guys, like I said, and gals, are giving gratuities or tips thinking that now this person owes you something. Whatever that might be. I'm going to repeat it one more time. A tip or a gratuity is a goodwill offering for the service that was provided above and beyond the payment. It is not a payment for future services. It is not a payment for any other service beyond that. I want you to keep that in mind. This is off the cuff.